So Feature FM's core mission, simply put, we connect fans to all aspects around an artist's business. So if we zoom out a little bit, what do we see in the market? We just see a huge explosion of independent artists that are going about building their own careers, putting their own teams around them, kind of following this new model that's not really the traditional label route. So, there's really been a dynamic shift in also market share in favor of the independent artists. So since 2017, for example, just on Spotify, the artist market share has doubled from 13% to 26%. And at the big companies, at the major labels, we're seeing the biggest artists contribute less as a percentage to the top line revenue. So there's definitely a burgeoning artist middle class, if you will, spreading out of where the market share is going. That's what we're here for. That's really no surprise that this is the market that's really done well with Feature FM and made use of our tools. So artists today, they really do more than they ever did before. So artists, you create music, you go on tour, but you do so much more than that. You sell merch, you foster communities, you create podcasts, you launch completely other business lines. So artists are really brands, and we view them as brands, and brands are businesses. And to businesses, as an artist, your fans really are your biggest asset. So we really believe that to build yourself as a brand, you must be able to engage your fans. You have to know who they are. You have to be able to contact them. We're kind of in an age of knowing who your fans are, and owning your own fan base. So, really no matter what an artist needs to promote around their music, that's why we say, we help connect fans to all aspects of the business. So I just kind of sum it up, how do we do it? There's sort of three main aspects. There's the fan engagement side. So this is engaging your fan base through things like the different landing pages could be pre-save releases, tickets, running contests, doing unlocks, promoting your podcasts. The second part is collecting data about your fans, both knowing who they are and also for retargeting purposes, but actually knowing who your fans are and being able to contact them. And the third piece is communicating to your fans, reaching them and retargeting them. So things like automated communications that go out to your fans, Instagram ads, Facebook ads, sponsored songs, and those aspects all work together as kind of a loop. Yeah, so there's really dozens of ways to collect your fan contact info to using Feature FM. Essentially through all of those different fan engagement landing pages and links, like the pre-save, the smart links, the contests. So there's a number of different options that you have. So one of them is just a simple email collection form, or fan invites info collection form that can live on literally any landing page that you're sharing with your audience. It could be a link in bio, it can be a pre-release link, smart link, tour dates, or even if you're not on tour, you can collect contact info to let your fans know when you're on tour. Another way is through time a fan is actually connecting their streaming service or social media account. And this is usually done, of course, through pre-saves, but also through following, saving, subscribing on YouTube. Anytime there's one of those actions that a fan is taking, that they're logging in with their streaming service or social media account, they have an option to share their contact info with you as the artist. That fan information is then stored in an audience dashboard inside of Feature FM. Think of it as a CRM for your fans. It has information, behavioral information about them, such as what streaming services do they use? Do they pay for music? How many followers they have, which is really interesting. If somebody that saved your music has 1,000 followers, you might reach out to get on their playlist. And then smart segments, smart audiences allow you to then automatically segment your fan base based on all of those behaviors, based on all of those attributes. Who are my top fans? Who are fans that I haven't seen in a while? Who are fans that come back again and again? And that can all be synced to any of your communications platforms if you're using MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, for example, or it's used to just send automated release reminders directly from Feature FM. Yeah, our product really focuses on three core ideals. So number one is optimize for conversions to make artists money. Number two, which I sort of alluded to, is know who your fans are and be able to contact them. And the third is automation and convenience, making it easy to set it and forget it. So, some of the sort of nuanced differentiators that really set us apart. The way I kind of look at the value of Feature FM, it's yes, the features are really helpful and amazing, but it's also how do they all work together, and what are some of kind of the nuanced differentiators that really make using Feature FM stand out to give you the best experience. So some of those differentiators, for example, are, we have the most pre-save stores. So there's 8 pre-save stores that all have, out of the 8, 6 of them have the forever save that is supported. So those are forever saves where fans can opt in once and essentially opt into getting your music delivered to their libraries with every future release. We have multiple follows, which is the ability for fans to not just save or pre-save, but also follow the artist, follow a playlist, follow a user. That works across Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, and YouTube Music. Automated release day notifications. Again, that goes back to optimizing for conversions, because we're making sure that with every release, your fans are being notified to go listen to your music. There's a really unique use case as well, which is the local release pre-save. Ultimately, what happens there is your music gets released at midnight, but in each time zone locally. So the local release pre-save will convert your pre-save and deliver your music to fan libraries in each time zone. So that means your fans in the UK at midnight can go and listen to your music already, and they get the music saved to their libraries, and your fans in New York can still pre-save your music up until the last second. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on about 24 hours of people either going to a broken page or not being able to pre-save. Yeah, the number one tool that we are most excited about at Feature FM that has now been rolled out to a lot more of our customers is the Future Save. So the Future Save is definitely the newest and top of mind. What it does is ultimately it allows artists to deliver all of your future releases to your fans after they opt in just once. So that means that every time you have a release, every time you do a pre-save, no more starting from zero. So over time, with each release, you deliver more and more of your music and send automated email reminders to all of your fans that have opted into the forever save. So just as an example, let's say you have release 1 today. So you collect 1,000 pre-saves and you deliver 1,000 pre-saves. Once you get to release 2, if you collect 1,000 pre-saves, you're actually delivering 2,000 pre-saves because it includes everybody from the first one. So the future save is a really great way to sort of set it and forget it and ensure that over time you're really building your future save fans and your future save community. For the one-click Spotify pre-save is a big improvement on your fan experience when they're pre-saving your music. So, what's the problem? The problem is that most pre-saves are a lot of clicks to your smart links and to your pre-saves are happening inside of social media apps, places like TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat, even Twitter, Facebook. So the way these social apps work is that when you click on a link, it actually opens up a mini browser that they host. So what was happening was your fan would then have to log in again with Spotify, maybe go through some, two-factor authentication. It's a really jump through a lot of hoops just to log in and pre-save your music, and it would cause a lot of your fans to maybe just give up. What the one-click Spotify pre-save does is it brings the concept of deep linking, directly opening a link that directly opens an app to the pre-save, where in just one click, brings them to the Spotify app. We already identify that they're logged in, brings them right back and completes the pre-save in literally just one click. So it completely eliminates that problem of a fan having to go through an annoying login through the social app mini browser. And we've seen a massive increase in just pre-save conversion rates since that's been implemented. Yeah, so the integration is super powerful, right? I think what's really unique is that it actually allows for automation between what you're doing in Revelator on the distribution side and the marketing assets and marketing links and on the Feature FM side. So, first and the simplest form is to make sure that you're using it. You go in, you can create your links. I know that there's plans to automatically create those links. So this really allows for a nice connection between distribution and marketing. The second piece of that is that there is actually with Revelator and Revelator Pro, I believe that this is the only this is the only current use case of this in the market, but you can actually go into your Revelator Pro account and you can actually click to go into your own Feature FM dashboard. And what that means is now you actually have the power through Revelator Pro and this automated connection to go in and actually start editing your links. So if you want to change store orders, if you want to, customize different things on your links, you can go in and do it yourself and actually get access to your own Feature FM account all through Revelator and have it still be connected with automatic links being created to your Revelator account. Yeah, so thinking about the future of Feature FM, where we want to be, I think to our core, we are focused on music. We're focused on the music industry and music artists. So we are always going to be diving deeper into that and building tools that are music focused with artists in mind. We're definitely going to continue to ride the need of the explosion of independent artists to just get access to all of the marketing tools that they need. I think we're going to see a lot of improvements around sort of those core 3 areas that I mentioned before, which is, the fan engagement, knowing who your fans are and being able to contact them, and actually facilitating more around those communications to your fans, making sure you're reaching them at the right time, based on the right behaviors, with the right messages. So we're in a really nice place right now that, this has already started. But in terms of where we're going, I think you're going to see a lot more capabilities that help kind of close that marketing loop and a lot more richer functionality around, automating how artists are actually growing their fan base, communicating to fans, and building their careers. Just to close things out, we're very proud to partner with Revelator. We view Revelator as one of the leaders in air technology that exists in the market. We really are excited about this connection that we have between distribution and marketing assets. So I definitely recommend to go and check it out and see how this type of integration can benefit you. On the Feature FM side, you can feel free to always reach out to me directly with any questions. I'm always happy to help get started or to connect you with the right people on our team that can help walk you through the product.